I do think the court still be doing this here on purpose, putting these players right back in your community. These players be having felonies and everything and be able to be right back out here in the streets with you. Y'all saw the thumbnail. Y'all see what's going on. Got a St. Louis man who is who was sentenced for a machine gun robbery. He out here taking stuff with these guns. Y'all
A North County man to 15 years in prison after he stole a woman's car using a machine gun, then tried to run away from police. Fox News' Max Deeknight joins us live now from St. Louis County Police Headquarters in Clayton. And Max, prosecutors say the kind of weapon was key in this case.
Yeah, hey Shirley, they say the fact that he used a machine gun definitely added to his punishment, now 15 years in prison. And they say the fact that they found photos on his phone of him holding various guns, including that machine gun, that didn't help his case. These are the photos St. Louis County Police say they found on then 19-year-old Walter Moore's phone after they say he stole a woman's car in the middle of a drug deal last year. Here you can see the teen brandishing what police are calling a Glock handgun with a machine gun conversion device that made it fully automatic. They say they found the gun and searched Moore's phone after he tried to run from police. The U.S. Attorney's Office tells Fox to, quote, violent crimes like carjackings and robberies are always dangerous, but all the more so when machine guns are used. A 15-year sentence was a just outcome in this case. The FBI St. Louis division added, quote, this is the type of firepower law enforcement commonly comes up against on the streets. The defendant is being held accountable with a harsher sentence at the federal level. Police located Moore and the stolen car here near the 1800 block of Chambers Road in North St. Louis County. One man who lives here but didn't want to show his face says he hopes people will remember some of the young people you hear about on the news may just need help or a better shot at life.
And the 16 and 17-year-olds have guns in their pockets. And they ride around like they tough. It's a little gang thing going on. You take and pack a project with a bunch of young people. What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, Moore turned 20 earlier this year. Again, he was sentenced to 15 years in prison without the possibility of parole. He was already a convicted felon. Reporting live in Clayton, Max Deeknight, Fox 2 News.
He was already a convicted felon before he went to taking pictures with his guns. Before he took Instagram photos like they're right here. Right here, he looked like super grown. Right here, he looked real young. But this one, he was 19. I want to call y'all damn fools, but I want y'all to stay smart like this right here and continue to take the pictures and post them on up to the internet so we can see the type of firearms that y'all have, the type of firearms that y'all not supposed to have. It's the difference like if y'all was over 21 and y'all was like purchasing guns legally and stuff and going to the range and all that and showing your guns like that. But when you're out here with clips and switches and shit, do you and you're underage, not supposed to be having them anyway, and you got a felony, so you're not supposed to be. You double and triple time, or damn it, you're just not supposed to have. Anyway, going back to what Buddy had done said. Buddy asked a question right here that should this is for all you parents.
Like they tough. It's a little gang thing going on. You take and pack a project with a bunch of young people. What do you think is going to happen?
Do you know what he just said and how he just called out you single mamas? The projects is packed with young people, right? Well, these young people have these things called parents. In the projects is packed with single mothers, right? There's more single mothers in the projects than it is fathers in the projects. That's a fact. We ain't got to argue that. You ain't got to say, you got a problem with single mothers. I do. I really do. That y'all is really good single mothers. And y'all need to keep up the good work. Keep producing what you're producing. Who gives a damn? So he just told I lie to you, brother, what do you expect for these young folks to be packed inside of the projects? So then when you think about all the other projects, because the projects, I want y'all to understand, when we say projects, we're talking about a apartment complex. Projects is apartment complexes. Y'all do know every hue or every race of people live in apartment complexes. So it seems like the black people or the black young people who live in apartment complexes who is raised by the single mammies, the majority is raised by single mothers in the doggy community. They the problem. We don't see this type of shit going on in other hues in their projects. Not do we? Not all. But we don't see, it's not at great numbers or none of that right there. Is it? Huh? So he just pointed out, what do you think is going to happen when there's a project full of young people, and he's talking about black young people? So basically he's saying stop putting black people as if white folks is putting black people in the projects. Black folks putting themselves in the project. It's 2025. It's all our fault. We got to blame ourselves for wherever we live at due to the decisions that we make. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this one right here, man. But hey, you got 15 behind this one. That's what's up. So what we're going to see, and he's going to have cell phones behind bars, and he can be able to keep up with his Instagram. I wish that they would have gave out his Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So people could have been able to connect with him and all that fly stuff right there. But decisions. He stole a car. That car and having the guns got you 15 years. 15 years with no more monkey. That's what's up. Appreciate y'all for rocking. I'm out of here, man.